What's up guys, not gonna lie, I'm kinda pissed off because I missed this trade by 2 minutes. I saw it 2 minutes too late because I normally don't really watch this pair and there wasn't anything on other forex pairs, but oh, this was textbook clean, and that's why I make a video about this, because it's a very good video to study. And let's just build context first, because this was a very nice short, but as you can see, this was the context. We were in a range. We were forming a very good low here, a rounded bottom, and we were in a range. So you draw your range from high to low. Why? Because what is the structure saying? The structure is like this. It, as a high, makes a lower low, then it makes a higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, this is the structure. So you draw your range from high to low, and then you can see you formed a good bottom at a good bottom at the bottom of the range. So you deviate that range, and right now we are at this local range. So what do you do here? You have structure going higher, you're going lower, you made a lower high, and then you're ranging. So what do? You draw your range from low to high, and that is gonna be your range. Okay, so this was an internal range play, and let's go back in time to trade it like a real trade. Oh, I saw it just too late. This was so clean, so textbook. Okay, what happens here inside of the range? Normally, I don't really trade internal range price action, but when you see price looking like this, price makes a lower high, then structure is going like this, and boom. Okay, this is the structure. What do you see here? You see an uptrend. So you draw your range from high to low, and then you have an internal range right there. Okay? And in that internal range, you can watch for a Wyckoff distribution. So you deviate that range. When we go in the lower time frame, it becomes more clear. I hope it's clear how I drew my range, because this is the lower time frame structure. Okay, all right, this is the lower time frame structure. You have your PS right here, and this is gonna be your higher time frame range, and this is gonna be your even higher time frame range. Okay. So you have your first deviation of that range. This is your tap 2. You have your tap 1, and now you're waiting for tap 3 to form to trade a distribution. Okay, let's see what our tap 3 POI can be, because we already have a tap 2, and I'm watching for this now to have some sort of supply. But there isn't really any supply in a range. What we do see is this inefficiency right here. Is that also an inefficiency on the higher time frame? Let's see. Yeah, we can even draw it a bit lower. Is this an inefficiency on the higher time frame? Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is a good looking inefficiency, and we tapped that on our tap 2 already. Okay, so no, there isn't really anything left to see right here for our tap 3 POI. We tapped everything, so now we're gonna watch what is our tap 3 POI gonna be for our model 2. This is all the liquidity, but in forex you have to see what are the liquidity points, and there's your market session indicator, and there you can see your Asia high. That's the purple one, is grabbed right there. This is your Asia high, and where is your Asia low gonna be? Your Asia low is on the bottom of the range, and guys, this is textbook. Your Asia highs are grabbed by pre-London. Your Asia low is still intact, which is gonna be a liquidity point. So this is gonna be a liquidity point. Asia high is grabbed right there, so Asia low is still open. Let's short the motherfucker. Okay, our tap 3 POI, is this even structure? No, technically this isn't even structure. So this is not your first move up before going down, leaving inefficiency. So this is not even a valid extreme liquidity point. So it's very hard to mark out your extreme liquidity point. So preferably you're gonna watch for a model 1, because your tap 3 POI for a model 2 is not gonna be clear enough. And when you see this indeed getting grabbed, price went lower, but what happened there wasn't any structure to break. So price didn't break structure there, and price made a 1, made a 2, and made a 3. So there was your 1, 2, 3, and yeah, amazing, literally amazing to see price looking like this, because this is gonna be a deviation of your tap 2, and your tap 2 is a deviation of your tap 1. Okay, that's gonna be your Wyckoff model 1. Where's our structure gonna be? What is structure saying? We're going like this. We're making higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and boom. Now we have to break this to fill in our short. This is going to be our short, and this is going to be our target, of course, because you want to break structure from this point. You want to break the highest mark structure, and that is going to be our entry. So we draw our break of structure right there. We're waiting for a break of structure. If it's not going to break structure, there is no trade. Simple as that. It aligns with the session points. It aligns with the volume area. Not the volume area. It aligns with the inefficiency levels right there. And this is something I use a lot. What is the volume profile saying in a range? A range is from low to high, or higher time frame range. So let's watch on our first point till the point we are right now. And you see when price breaks this point, you see price is going inside of the volume area again. Okay, price is going inside of the volume area high. This is the volume area high. Price is going into that. So that's amazing. Amazing to see. You can also see where I might want to take partial profits. Is there any big demand zone right there? And you see you have a candle right there which aligns with that volume area low, which might even can be your TP1, you know? So let's watch now the volume profile from high to low from this range, okay? From the beginning of the range till the point we are now. And what do we see? Wonderful, all right? Why is this wonderful? If you watch my videos, you can already see that this, the volume profile is in the upper section of the range, okay? So the only volume is right here. So market makers filled their shorts right here to go lower. And why is this gonna be a very aggressive move? Most likely is because this on a volume profile this is your whole gap. Like this is a whole gap in volume. There isn't any volume. The volume is in here, okay? So this is gonna be probably a slice through. Are we gonna take profits right there then? No, we're not gonna take profits because of the volume profile. So when you combine it, you can see the liquidity point on the Asia low. You can see there is a gap in the volume profile. So we're gonna short the motherfucker, okay? So let's see what price is gonna do. Is price gonna break structure? And price isn't breaking structure yet. Do we have a good Bojan high right here? Okay, let's watch if we have a good Bojan high. And we see on the 10 minute, you see the candle already going lower. But on the 10 minute, you see price is forming a good Bojan. You have the high right there going like this. You have a high right there going higher. You have a high right there going higher. And this is your Bojan model 1, okay? And then your price goes lower. You have the retest. And boom, there's your aggressive move down, okay? That's what you want to see. Study those highs, study those lows. I think you all already know. If you don't know, watch on my X filter on the search settings, highs or lows, and then high or low, and then you can see what I mean, the Bojan highs and lows. So we want to break this for our entry, and there you can see we first wicked it, and there you can see we had our entry right there. So stop goes above the high, we target the Asia lows. And do we target even lower? Yes, because what is there to hold price up right there? Literally nothing. You want to take out the range, the big higher time frame range low to maybe accumulate in here. So that's why you pre-plan, and this is going to be a distribution to go into the tab 2 to maybe accumulate, okay? So but that's something for later. For now, just know that there's nothing to hold price up right here. There's no demand, no nothing. So you can even extend your target right here if you're feeling good. And what you can see here is that you have an R of 2.4. The entry was not here. No, the entry was probably right here because you get filled right here. It was first a wick. You wait patiently, and there's your entry for a 2RR trade. Very nice. When you see me praying price, what happened here? You had a retest, okay? Was there any good looking supply? Yes, because you had a retest of this right here, basically of this whole zone, which was not really leaving the inefficiency, but as you can see, this was just your move up before aggressively going lower. I think it's almost valid on the it's valid on the higher time frame. So on the 3 minute it's more valid, and then you can see you have your move down. So this is going to be your retest. Where's the arrow? I want an arrow to really highlight what is going on here. Okay, this was your retest. This was your tab 3. when price retests that point, the stop goes below this, so you're only risking less. And now you can see, hey, price cannot go below that point when you break structure right here. So when you break this point, you're trailing your stop loss. You want to see signs of weakness first. So signs of weakness is when you break structure, and you can see price was going lower right there, and that would have been my my stop loss trail. And there you can see price is hitting our target. Okay, so that's why you only trail your stop loss when you break the structure, and then you're gonna trail your stop loss. It's even safer to only trail your stop loss when you break this point. Okay, that's even safer. And there's your trade. Very nice 2-hour trade, amazing. And I hope you now understand session liquidity points on Forex. When you want to see real-time updates on a low time frame, join the Gulag. The link is in my bio. You can come in the circle to there are still a couple places left. Prove yourself in the Gulag to come in the circle. I'm doing my low time frame calls only in the advanced Gulag and in the circle, not on my Twitter. So join the link in bio. Ask questions if you have problems with anything, and see you in the next video, guys. Ciao, ciao.